meow. Ah, wah, wah. Good morning, Eggy Coco. Thank you for calling me queen. How are you? Why is my voice cracking? Manny Live Type, what's up? Oh, I'm not here. That's awkward. That's awkward. What's up? What up? Hi, folks. Good morning, sheeple. Good morning. Luxipate, thank you for calling me Maple. Slept well, very happy. You know that helps. Yeah. How goes the Monday, Princess Kitty Maple? Monday has been great. It's my favorite day of the week. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit better. Thank you for asking. Nani Freddy the Yeti. Hi. Hello. Hi. I know people have told me this before, but I didn't listen. I realize now that maybe I was a little bit too harsh. Maybe I was a little bit too harsh in my banning, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh, it would just be useful if I didn't have to see the text of, like, some people, that annoy me. And then, yeah, some of you guys told me to, like, time out, and I didn't listen. So, what I'm trying to say is that the culling will be a little bit less intense, I should say. I'm gonna be timing out people who are fucking annoying. And the thing though is I'm not gonna do the 5 minute. I'm gonna do the longest. What is the longest timeout you can? Whatever the longest is, that's what people are gonna start getting. And then if they start talking again in like a month and they're still annoying, they'll get another month timed out. Yeah, let's go. Hi, 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 hi. Meow, 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 meow. Timed out for a year. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm a little bit sorry for spazzing out, but it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Put him in jail instead of execution. But execution is so much more fun. Hi, Gato. How are you? And hi, gorgeous meditation. How are you? Can Kick do 1 year? I don't know. Didn't try. Let's see. I'm out. Max is 1 week. Ah, sugar. It's 1 week maximum. But I'll do it infinitely if it pisses me off enough. Twitch is 14. Okay. Alright, fine. So we got 1 week to 2 weeks. What I really want though from all these platforms, I'm thinking about going and writing some tickets about this. I want something that's like a block or a ban where they're still able to participate in chat, but the streamer doesn't have to look at it. Yes, I really want to do a shadow ban, but no, not a shadow ban that's like secret. I want it to be a known shadow ban. So like, you know, like when you block someone or ban them, they know about it. They find out through feedback like, "Oh, I can't type here anymore," something like that. I want a shadow ban feature where they know that they fucked up, right? And it's like, this streamer doesn't want to read your garbage anymore. Think about your actions, kind of thing. So it's like, yeah. And then, yeah, that's what I want. Cause like I feel like with the blocking, I mean blocking and banning them is fine too. But then it's like, just cause I don't like them doesn't mean other people don't like them. No. Live type, they can chat and other people can see them. But I, the streamer, can't. Is what I want. Like, there's some people who annoy me, but everyone else in the chat seems to like. I wish I could just, like, get rid of them from my view only. So I don't have to read their garbage. I think it's a great idea. I think the only hiccup would be if if it was a true shadow ban and they didn't know why they were being like ignored, that could be bad. But if instead like every single time they came into the chat, it gave them like a big notification like, you know, you're in the shadow realm. You can do that on your end. Can you speak more about that? I don't know what you mean. Banning all night. The shadow ban part. I can do that on my end? What do you mean? Do you mean like update my brain software? Good morning, guy. Can't provide feedback to the user though. I don't know what you're talking about. Is there already a system? Meow. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better today. Here's the thing. I'm an old hag and I just keep getting older and older in cat years. So I know that my life is like not permanent, right? I know I'm not going to be here forever. And I've spent my whole life failing left and right. Failing, failure, 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 failure. So I want to try to change myself and actually accomplish things like Lifetype tells me every day, go accomplish great things. I want to accomplish at least one thing. And yeah, I don't know. It's definitely skill issues. I feel like I'm doomed to constantly fail. Demanding LDTGX, how are you? And I'm trying so hard to break out of it, but I don't know why I'm struggling so much. According to the Epstein files, immortality is possible only if you're rich enough. What do you want to accomplish? Freddy the Yeti, I want to make things. I want to make things. I want to gain skills. And I want freedom. Those are the things that I want. And when I mean freedom, I just mean I want like not absolute freedom. I just want freedom from my parents. Cocoon. I don't want to live in their cocoon anymore. Ew, gross. Don't drink the milk. Don't drink the milk. It has poison in it. Good morning, Aspect 345. I keep saying good morning and it's like 11 p.m. Ouch. Anyway, I'm almost done with that Python course, so I'm excited about that. Got a little bit more to go. I think it's like one more chapter and then I have to do the review. And then I'm gonna make a project. I'm gonna build a project. Not 100% sure what it's gonna be yet, but I still have like a day or two to think about it. Smelling somewhere. Two people said that at the same time. Really cute. One of the worst things modern society is most work is unrewarding. You work every day for no tangible final product. Work, sadly, is what defines most of us. I mean, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna disagree with that because I think I agree. And that's another thing why like I got really sad today because I'm like I don't have a job. I don't have job security. I don't have savings. I have a lot of debt. I'm not investing for the future. I'm not saving for retirement. I don't have health insurance. I haven't seen a dentist in a couple of years. Um Something that's a little more personal, like even my personal hygiene has taken a real backseat in the past two years or so, where sometimes I shower without soap because I don't have soap, right? Now I do have soap, but I kind of ration it. Same thing, I feel like, yeah, I feel all of my physical maintenance has gone down. Um, because I don't want to spend any money. A Bentis. Um, so for a moment today, I got really sad because I'm like, damn, how am I going to get out of this debt? How am I going to get any skills? How am I going to make a business that can afford me a lifestyle where I can afford to like live alone? How can I and move out of state? How can I how can I do anything? Like I realize like, oh yeah, I don't have transportation. I don't have a car either. And then on top of that too, cuz it's not going to be just enough to like have enough to move out. I have to be able to move out and then sustain myself from there too. And it feels like, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's true. I'm behind and underneath, right? I'm starting from below ground level. So it feels like, and then with the devaluation of the dollar too, it just feels like this future self of freedom and accomplishment and something, it's not staying in place. It's actually getting further away. It's moving further away even as I keep striving to go towards it. Manning my schedules. Yeah, the economy. I won't get too much into the economy. It is what it is. But anyway, I thought about it a little bit more and I realized even for people who have all of those things that I'm complaining and whining about, some of those people are still unhappy. Some people have a job, a family, you know, freedom, like in literal terms, where they can move around, but they still don't feel free. You can always feel the downward arrow. It's difficult in today's society, but not impossible. Yeah. I don't think it's impossible, but yeah. Um, I started thinking too about the trade-offs, right? Is it part of the human condition to always feel something like unsatisfied with what you have? I don't think that's true. I think that's a cope that I'm telling myself. But I think there's a grain of truth in there where like people can habituate to their current circumstances, even if their circumstances are much better. But I think contrast helps. So experiencing worse things can make the better moments feel better. Yada, 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 yada. My point being that even though I'm in a really unstable, insecure position, can I honestly say that I would prefer going to a 9 to 5, working for someone else? Especially when I don't believe in their mission, the answer is no. Like honestly, no. Like honestly, no. I think with a 9 to 5 and more money, I could probably buy myself enough distraction to convince myself that things are okay. But I don't think that's the same thing as like, living my true purpose. Blah blah blah. You don't know anything about me though, Irva. That's your assumption. Um, Even if I was wealthy and have no worries, probably still not feel anything. Mm. Mm. My goal is literally to see the world go by. I feel like that's a better position to have if you value your mood. And the consultant. Anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all the kitty cats in the world. You're watching Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson. This is a daily talk show where a kitten who's smitten, she's horny, chats about love, life, and anime on a semi-regular basis. Today is Moe Manga Manhera Monday, but Monday is basically practically over. Hope you had a good one. I really love Mondays. One of the reasons I've started to like Mondays more is also because I got out of credit card debt. So even though my bank accounts are still very slim, at least there's not this huge negative number staring at me. Now, my student loans are still hovering and waiting to terrorize me, but at least I don't have to look at them inside the. Because on Mondays I like to do my finance stuff. Anyway, no manga today. I have started practicing like making manga, and it's really hard and really weird, but I'm enjoying that. And if you were in the other stream yesterday morning, or today, this morning rather, I had a lot of fun laying some groundwork for a story that I'm writing. It's not we, it's me. I'm gonna write. I got really excited about it, so I don't know. I'll keep iterating on it and see where that goes. Because I feel like, yeah, even if I don't have any money in the bank, even if I'm a loser living with, leeching off my parents, every time I can make something of my own, even if it's crap, makes you feel better. My Moonson making dojin. That's the goal. That's one of the goals anyway. Anyway, what comes next? The question of the day. I forgot what it was. Oh my god, let me think. I don't want to ask you about Bob. I think um I was gonna ask you guys about games. Are you playing any like good games lately? Like underrated or something like that? Bonus points if it's like something kind of like new / not mainstream. A good game. Yeah, gotcha games count. Living in an unused room of someone's house isn't leeching. Yeah, bong guy, but not contributing any money to rent, not doing people's like doing chores around the house. I only clean up after myself. I don't really help with anything. Um and uh so for a while I was leeching on the audience a little bit because I would put my grocery list on Throne. But I started getting more and more uncomfortable because I felt like the people who were gifting me food wanted too much attention from me. So now I'm letting my mom buy me groceries. I feel like that's kind of definitely the Vicky too, Rabbit and Steel. I just draw and doom scroll. Oh, I like seeing the drawings when I do see them. Although I'm pretty sure Al Knight, did you give me big breast one time? What is it with the Moonies giving me big milkers? Just wondering. I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering. Yep, OSRS, Endless Legend 2, Hall 4. Never heard of it. Monster Hunter Frontier. Um, Chess, even though I'm bad at it. Let's go, sheeple. Yeah, sheeple. You can't be worse at chess than I am, though. I don't know how to play chess very well, but I like playing it. It's really fun. Animal Crossing and Cult of Lamb, nice. Oh, I miss Animal Crossing. I stopped logging in already. Tetris. Ooh, that's a good one, too. Yes, Chow Man. Terraria. I keep seeing Terraria on the Reddit feed. Um, I like boobs, all size. Bunch of degenerates. Yes, I am. Haven't really been playing much lately. Okay. But mostly watch other people play stuff recent. Okay, okay. I have taken a break from Void Pets because there's this site. I forget what it's called now. I think it's I think it's something like Wait, let me find it for you. Oh, oh, it's called Spyware Watchdog. There's this website called Spyware Watchdog, and you can check Android apps specifically, and it will tell you how much tracking, how many permissions, and how much tracking is involved. And I found that Void Pet Dungeons is using some of the worst trackers and asking for a lot of permissions. Even though I don't use it on Android, it just makes me second, because I started to think, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I just feel a little bit more tracked recently. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what is the leak, but I couldn't put it past maybe Void Pets because I usually don't use apps on my phone for all that much. So, yeah, I just got concerned. I could be more blunt. Let me be. Yes, it's like my Fed senses, but basically, I use my tablet to draw, play Void Pets, and to goon. And I started to get worried that Void Pets was spying on my gooning behavior and somehow building a profile or sharing a profile. Because I know they use Google Analytics and stuff. And I just don't want all of that. So I uninstalled it. Got data farmed by the Moonson sponsor. In the US, privacy, while not illegal, isn't protected. Anyway, what else did I have for you guys today? I'm really excited about writing some romance and becoming an author of my own smut so that I don't have to consume it from other people anymore. I could just make my own. Imagine the power that is, right? Cuz like honestly, gooning from like browsing the internet is so inefficient because you have to keep clicking and opening tabs and looking at all these stuff. And it's like sometimes, you find a video or you find an image that's close to perfect, but not quite. It just can't really get you over the edge. Or you find some like audio. This is not ASMR. It's like, what is it? Dirty talk audio. And the lady who's performing, like sometimes her tone is very fluid and it sounds like she's not acting, like she's really talking to you. But then other times it's a little bit more scripted and then it kind of ruins the mood. Fine, I'll do it myself. Become your own porn star. Yeah, the other option is I feel like two different Moonies recently told me to get a boyfriend. I don't think I should though, but it's an option. I'm lying, it's not an option. Boyfriend. I should be looking for a husband. But alas, I'm gonna be a lonely cat lady. Let's change the subject. I forgot to add these to the stream. Oops, 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 oops. Baby fever speaking. Not gonna have any babies, I don't think. Unfortunately or unfortunately. I don't like kids. They're fucking annoying, man. Man, they're so annoying. Okay. Some silly girl memes. Also, I don't want to pass down my mental illness. I definitely should be sterilized, but I can't afford it. Planning good maxing bot cell. Okay, 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 okay. Gotta wait for the robot BFs. You gonna make it. Honestly, LDTGX. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Anyway, so this one was funny. I have two sides, mentally ill and gay, and I feel like this one speaks to me. For sure. Like, this is 100% me. This is, like, actually me. Like, the both pictures. The first picture is me, after streaming and reading annoying chat messages. And then the second picture is me watching anime. Okay. I have two moods. I'm rather intelligent, I demand respect. I'm a dumb little kitten. Meow. This one just made me laugh. I do think I'm always a dumb little kitten, but I think I'm a dumb little kitten who doesn't know anything about anything, but I still hate being told what to do. I still feel rebellious. So, rather than being like intelligent, I just don't want you to tell me what to do or try to tell me how to think. Anyway, cute. This one I like. The most awful things you can say to me are, "You're cute and I care about you." So, like, unfortunately, I have the defect where the nicer someone tries to be to me, the less genuine I think they are, the creepier I find them, the more I want to stay far, far, far away from them. I can't control you. I'm not God. I'm not like, the government or whatever. You can use speech however you want. I'm just saying that if your goal is for me to not hate your fucking guts, be careful about how you talk to me. There's a movie called The Goonies. Okay, never seen it, or I think I might have heard of it. We beat the Moonies. A morale improve. Do you feel like they have ulterior motives? Yes. I think they're feds. Anybody trying to buddy up to me has ulterior motives 100% of the time. And this one I just put in here because I liked it. Everything is a sign if you're crazy enough. Oh boy. This past week, and many others, but this week, I feel like my tinfoil hat was receiving energy from the universe, and my mind was making all of these connections. I was making all of these connections. I just felt like, I just feel I feel like there are signs. Like, I guess a Fed would say that. When someone I barely know starts calling me their friend, I get the shivers. Yep, 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 yep. It's a maxing. And then this one. This is the last one. Not to be weird, but here's all my bone deep trauma so you know what you're getting into and realize I'm not worth it and ghost me forever like I deserve. Ooh, 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 ooh. I felt like I couldn't leave this one out because, yeah, in the past week, a lot of the streams were me just yelling at you guys saying that, "Stop watching me, you have no life," trauma dumping, telling you that I got molested. Like, I said a lot of things this week. I said a lot of things in the past week to try to convince you guys to ghost me. And yet, you bots are really persistent. You bots, like, you're programmed to just keep coming back to the chat. That's funny. Okay, this felt good. Man, I feel like I'm back. So hopefully this week goes smoother. A quote for today I have for you, and then I leave. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. Technically, this was stolen from yesterday, but I didn't share it with you yesterday. Something made without effort won't bring any joy. I would like to kind of change this and say that the the effort you put in might be proportional to the joy. I agree that it's kind of a lie, but yeah, I think the effort can be proportional to the joy. I think you can I think something something made without effort may not bring lasting joy. It's okay to be late. I notice you say a lot of things. Thank you, Kenny. I'm a complex AI Chad. Ooh, hot. Hi, Oliver. I love that name. Oh, hi, Saint. How you been, Saint Griff? Meow, 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 meow. But yeah, I wanted to remind this to myself because, like, I'm really stupid and I'm struggling at a lot of things. So I want to lie to the future self and say that, okay, if I struggle now, it'll give me a lot of joy later on. I think that might be true. Maybe. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Stream's over. I love you. Thanks for being here through all the ups and mostly downs. I hope you have an excellent rest of your week. And I hope I have a good week too. Maybe see you tomorrow, maybe, or whenever. Goodbye. Bye, Tentacola. Bye, Kaiser. Bye, Lurker. Everybody else. Sorry I have a GF. Thank you for rejecting me. I appreciate it. I love being rejected by chat. Honestly, being rejected makes my opinion of you go much higher than being complimented. I'm not saying to insult me, but when you tell me like no thanks. Great. Okay, bye.